All right. And the lightning round is here. All those
Like and
lightning effects
subscribe.
coming in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, baby. Let's go. All right. What do you want to hit us with
Like a
first, Steve?
Metallica song or something.
Yeah.
Ride the Lightning. Wasn't
Adrenaline.
that
Cody. No, give us Cody Rhodes. His theme song.
American Nightmare?
Adrenaline in my balls. All right. Let's
First
get
one
to it.
first one I got here. I don't know if I had showed you this recently. I mean, it came out a bit ago during the Oppenheimer Barbie launch week, but
Okay.
there's no explanation really needed here. But just your classic TikTok cringe. Let me give you this one.
Okay, so I research everything before we watch it, but especially this movie. Obviously, I heard about it. Yes, we wanted to see it. It has an amazing rating. We prepared ourselves. I didn't know when the scene was going to happen, and I also didn't understand how the scene was happening. I thought it was just several minutes straight of, but it wasn't. It was actually broken up into like, it would do a flash of that, and then it would do a flash of normal life, and then it would do a flash of the scene, and then it was like very, back and forth. So it was really difficult to avoid it. But obviously, my husband and I talk about everything. If we go anywhere or we go see anything, even if it's a concert, movie, an event, we have a game plan. We talk about things like, what if you get triggered? What if I get triggered? Really, the problem isn't what if you get triggered. The problem is what if I get triggered, because I don't want my night to be ruined by being triggered by something on a screen. So essentially, what we did was, when the scene came up, when things were happening, he literally closed his eyes and laid his head on my shoulder. Like, if this is my shoulder, he like this. And then I would just like let him know whenever it was over. And it literally, I will tell you what right now, took nothing away from the story. Him not looking at the screen during did not change the storyline, did not change anything.
Wow. What was she mouthing there? Was she saying nude or like sex?
I haven't seen the movie. Like, isn't it like consensual sex?
I don't know. I haven't seen the movie either.
Yeah.
I like looked it up.
Like a rape scene or something.
No, as far as
it's just
I
a
know,
sex scene.
Yeah. There's just like there's apparently a couple. It goes throughout the movie or something. But are you kidding me?
She put her boobs away. It's okay. You can come out again. The nipples are gone, honey. Honey, the nipples are gone.
No nip zone. No nip zone.
Yeah. They just killed 1 trillion people with a bomb, but at least the nipples are gone.
Yes. Oh, it's incredible. Like, what kind of adult is doing that?
Are you triggered?
Are you triggered?
She said, like, we go out, we have a game plan before we go. If we go to a music venue or something, if you're triggered or if I'm triggered, just say triggered. And then the worst is, though, if you're triggered, it's going to trigger my night.
Your triggering is going to trigger my trigger.
Yeah.
But dude, they got like signs. They're like, oh, the chest is the indicator. Like, oh, give me one of these.
Nips. Yeah.
Nips.
Nipples.
They got like the earpiece in. Each one's got one in throughout the night.
I need your shoulder.
Shoulder report, please. Please, shoulder. We got a short skirt coming up. Short skirt on your left. Do not look.
Shoulder to cry on.
What a joke. Okay, told you, we're not serious people, man. Got to grow up around here. All right. What do we got next?
Sad story, but something we got to address here coming up soon. Okay. Stuff's getting out of control. You'll see. Not the first time this has happened.
What are my thoughts about what?
Running for re-election in 2026.
That's
Did you hear the question, Senator? Running for re-election in 2026? All right, I'm sorry, you all. We're going to need a minute. Senator. Benny. Yep.
hard to watch. You there?
Too soon for one of those?
Oh,
Is that mean?
bro. Oh, what? I just almost
Sorry.
started.
Sorry, I couldn't help. That's bad. That's mean.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I don't. It's not funny. Obviously, it's not funny. But what would you think if like either one of us was doing that? Again, like
I thought the stream was down.
Thank you. Like
Yeah.
I thought that it's embarrassing enough that I got lost in the woods, but this guy's literally breaking
Don't
down.
put him out there, man. Yeah.
It's not right.
That aide, Mr. McConnell, are you okay?
Yeah.
Like, no, he's not okay.
No, he's definitely
Tell
not
him
okay.
to resign.
Second time in a week.
Tell him to resign. Stop throwing him out there. That Diane Feinstein or whatever.
Oh, Feinstein, her, him. We got Fetterman.
Everything is not Feinstein.
No, it's not Feinstein at all.
Simmons,
at all.
Senator Simmons.
Yes,
is old.
It's crazy. I heard somebody like the other day too. Like, after him, like the next person in line is like 71, 68, like 72. Like all the people that would be the high-ranking members of the Republican Party in the Senate are all old. It's like bring in the new wave, man. Ted Cruz, I love him. Like, let him step up into a bigger leadership role. Josh Hawley, like guys like that are the future of the party, and just politics in general. These old people need to get out of the way. As much as we can't stand her, AOC and the squad crew, they should be moving up and bringing down the Democratic Party for us.
Triggered. See those big devils.
Oh man, those glasses or the nips. I don't know which ones work.
Hot like a tamale.
Oh man. But yeah, these people gotta get out of the way, man. That's embarrassing. It's bad. And
bad and sad.
It's not funny to make fun of them. So I apologize to anybody who was triggered out there. But like, come on, what are we doing here? All right, let's move on to the next one.
All right, we got scumbag Biden coming up.
Oh, great.
Commiserating with, with the people down in Lahaina, and trying to relate to the average person who just had their children and houses burned down.
Middle class Joe.
Yeah. Yeah. What are those names? What's his name? Peters.
Robin Weir.
No. What about Peter?
Yeah, something Peters.
Yeah. There you go. He got his whole house burnt down.
I don't want to compare difficulties, but we have a little sense, Jill and I, what it's like to lose a home. Years ago, now 15 years ago, I was in Washington doing Meet the Press. It was a sunny Sunday, and lightning struck at home on a little lake. It's outside of our home, not a lake, a big pond, and hit a wire and came up underneath our home into the heating ducts, the air conditioning duct. To make a long story short, I almost lost my wife, my 67 Corvette, and my cat. But all kidding aside, I watched the firefighters, the way they responded. There's an old expression. I grew up right across the street from a fire hall in Claymont, Delaware. And the expression is, God made man, then he made a few firefighters. You're all crazy, thank God. The only people who run into flame.
Is that a saying? Is that a saying? God made man, then he made firefighters?
I've never heard it before.
Because man knew how to do fire right away?
Who does this guy have writing his speeches for him? Stephen King? Like, could he get more descriptive with that? It was a sunny day on a pond.
No, it's a sunny Sunday.
A sunny Sunday around high noon. An autumn breeze was in the air.
It was a pond, no a lake.
One flurry fluff of cloud going through the sky. Like,
I don't want to compare things, but it was a day, and it was a sunny Sunday.
Yeah,
I don't want to compare, but I will.
Yeah, I don't want to, but here it is. And that was the short version. Like, to make a long story short, like, what was the long version? Oh my goodness. And
the old saying, God made man, then he made firefighter.
And then he made my 67 Corvette. Like, I think they were classified documents in the back seat of it too at the time when he
through the
drove it out
HVAC.
of there. Oh, that's there to try and help people that have just lost their everything they own, their houses burnt to the ground, loved ones lost. And this jackass is there to comfort them and give them support by talking about a little kitchen fire that he had. Almost lost his cat and his Corvette.
One time I had some over Rodenbachers and I left it in the microwave too long. The house smelled of burnt popcorn.
Like the beginning of Scream. That's what he dealt with. Remember the popcorn burning, bring it to the sink. Like,
the Jiffy Pop one.
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
As a joke. Movie? That is my favorite scary movie. It's a great one. Corn Pop. He's a terrible dude. Terrible.
Corn Pop. Corn Pop left it in the microwave too.
Yes, he did. And in the air ducts.
Let's move on to these climate scam people.
Oh, this is the best.
Protesters.
Yes.
Protesters. Like, people, this isn't helping your cause. It's just making people hate you.
Absolutely.
Did anyone get that?
Yeah.
Daryl!
You better move. You're gonna go next.
They changed!
Get out now! Get out! On the ground! All of you on the ground now! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Don't move!
Incredible.
Did you hear that? Check in the background. We're not violent.
Incredible. And the people like talking, did you get that? Did you get that? Like, they think they're gonna like be able to sue the police over it or something. Those guys,
like, it has to be like, that looks like the only road for a bit. Like,
yeah.
Got to keep this clear for emergency vehicles.
Absolutely.
At a minimum, right? Like,
and don't try to pretend you're non-violent. That is a violent act. Like, you're aggressively blocking the only major road in and out of there, like chaining yourself to the thing. That's a violent maneuver to do. You're putting yourself right there and basically saying, like
I dare you to hit me. I dare you to hit me.
Yeah. And it's like, this guy's like, all right,
a non-violent person?
Here we go. Boom. It's terrorism by activism, I guess. And that's what they're trying to do. It's a complete joke. And I love that they did that. I think the sad thing is, if I'm not mistaken, that was on like tribal land. So that was going to that music festival thing, the Burning Man nonsense thing. I think that was like people going to that, which is kind of silly too. But that was like, I believe it was tribal land. So that wasn't like U.S.
Yeah, that was officers. Like the tribal ranger. Yeah,
exactly. And that's why.
Yeah.
No, that's why I love it. I wish we acted like that. I wish our federal government did that. So, like, could we not control our border that way? Like, if we let ICE do that, instead we try to put our ICE officers, take their careers away from him because he hit his horse with the reins, and they tried to frame it as him beating up immigrants with it. This person, the tribal guy's running into people handcuffed in the street. Get down now on the ground. It's incredible.
We're not violent.
Not violent. What else we got? Do we have another one?
Chad, are you getting this?
Yeah.
Video.
Trying to get this. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got one more.
I love it.
It's
That's the cruiser you come.
All right, let's just explain itself.
Spreading it There's no doubt that masks work. Different studies give different percentages of advantage of wearing it, but there's no doubt that the weight of the studies, and there have been many studies, indicate the benefit of wearing masks.
I'm going to refer to one of them. You've heard about it before. I heard about it from a number of radio callers. Brett Stevens in The Times talked about Cochrane. Put that on the screen. The most rigorous and comprehensive analysis of scientific studies conducted on the efficacy of masks for reducing the spread of respiratory illness, including COVID-19, was published last month. Its conclusions, said Tom Jefferson, the Oxford epidemiologist who is the lead author, were unambiguous. There is just no evidence that masks, make any difference. He told the journalist Mayan Damasi, full stop. But wait, hold on. What about the N95 masks as opposed to the lower quality surgical or cloth masks? Makes no difference. None of it, he said. Well, what about the studies that initially persuaded policymakers to impose mask mandates? They were convinced by non-randomized studies, flawed observational studies. How do we get beyond that finding of that particular review?
Yeah, but there are other studies, Michael, that show at an individual level for individual. When you're talking about the effect on the epidemic or the pandemic as a whole, the data are less strong. But when you talk about as an individual basis of someone protecting themselves or protecting themselves from spreading it to others, there's no doubt that there are many studies.
Because I said so. That's why. That's the test. Individually, they do work. Just give them the mask, you sheep.
Yeah. Hey, Dr. Fauci, how do they work individually, but don't, like, isn't the pandemic just like individual times a lot?
Yes, exactly.
Like, they work
in the broad scheme of things, they don't work. But you, sir, have to wear one. What is
Actually,
he
no.
talking about?
Yeah.
Actually, no.
It's great. Never gets old, this guy. He won't give it up, though. He still won't give it up.
Yeah, that was like, you would think that was from a long time ago. Yeah, that was like this week.
That's crazy. And
that was the
I do have to
New York Times article, not the Post or something.
Yeah, so you know it's bad if they're the ones reporting it.
Yeah.
I do have a flaw with where that data came from, though. How does a guy named Thomas Jefferson not go by Thomas Jefferson? He goes to study by Tom. The guy goes to study by Tom Jefferson over at the something. Everything he was quoting in the story, and then he's like, "Oh, according to Jefferson, full stop." Using that.
Yeah. Yeah, like that lady.
Yeah.
What was that about? Like
she was brutal.
Oh, the abortion lady.
Testifying. Yes.
Abortion, like.
Yeah, testifying in front of Congress, right? And she was like, "Oh yeah, full stop."
Yeah.
But Fauci's a joke.
He's
but
the
this
worst,
is what they're doing.
That voice again, dude. That you can't do it like that. You don't. They don't work.
Listen here. Your studies do not trust the science. I am the science. Me and only me, Dr. Fauci. Trust the science individually, not macro.
Actually, no.
But they're floating this. They're testing it for the election season again, right? It's like
we've seen that Atlanta college dropped it. They were like, "Yeah, it's wasn't working."
Oh, they did.
They were like the first ones to reinstitute.
And they already said bus.
They got rid of it. Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, it's not going to work.
It's not gonna work. I can't do it. Do it one at a time again.
Not gonna work on my watch. As long as I'm in control.
He's be in control of anything, right? Though, like not like anything.
Oh, he's gone. He's done. Yeah. He's nothing. He's just a private citizen. Crazy.
Yeah, and another private citizen, Bill Gates. He must have.
I beat AIDS. I beat monkeypox, and I beat the COVID. All by masking up, by doing it all. Listen to me, Dr. Fauci. Oh, is that it for the lightning, or do we have anything else? We nixed those gay horses, right?
Yeah, but that was funny. That was from a long
great.
time ago. When they would go
good stuff.
rainbow.
Good stuff. All right, cool.
Yep. Let's move on to take a break. Another segment.
Love it.
It usually works. Been a while.
Let's do it. Yeah, I think that's how we do it. All right.
All right. Let's.